Hello everybody, all of you are welcome in English class. And today we are going to discuss about varieties of literature. They are translation literature, diasporic literature, cyber literature, and Subaltern literature. Let's see. Variety. Translation literature, diasporic literature, cyber literature, and Subaltern literature. First, let's start from translation literature. Okay, converting a text what is written in one language into another language. This process is called translation. And nowadays, the translation has been rapidly increasing all over the world. A book which is written in one language has been translated in many languages. This process of converting one text into another language is called translation literature. It is the means of communication because if we translate a text into many languages, it spread all over the world. It gets the wider communication, wider scope. The nature of translation and the problem of translation have been arise. Basically, what are the problem of translation and what is the proximity of the translation? In translation activity, basically the problem are cultural association in translation. A culture of one place cannot be translated into another culture. The word can have different meaning from one culture to another culture. It has, of course, very much significant because it helps to understand us, varieties of linguistics activities and varieties of cultural aspect we can understand from translation literature. Another writing is that diasporic writing. What is diasporic writing? It is also a kind of new trend of writing literature. Actually, it is diaspora, the word Greek, okay, diasporin means to disperse. Disperse means scatter in the different places. Okay, displacements of the community or the culture or the geography. It means it shows the condition of immigrant people, just like people who immigrate as who live as an immigrant in different countries and they feel a kind of rootlessness, a kind of fragmented cultural style. Okay, that's why they have the thirst of quest of identity. The scattered population from different region, they have that desire. This different types the diaspora cause immigration, imperialism, or the trade, labor, but it create the interconnection with the ancestral land. It connect always wherever they stay, they always remember their ancestral land, the ancestral culture, the ancestral climate, the ancestral geography. They remember. Always they have thirst of writing in such a situation. Always they have the nostalgia or the homesickness. Always remember their native land, even though they stay permanently in other country. Okay, now let's see the two main move of diasporic writing. Two main move. One, temporal move. What is temporal move? Temporal move, there are one, looking back in the past, that is called looking back in the past, that is called analepsis, looking back in the past, and looking forward to the future, that is called prolepsis. We can move backward or the forwards. We can remember the old original homeland and we can again try our best to acculturalize in the existence place. Another is spatial moves. Spatial what? deterritorialization, the loss of territory, we lost that territory, and reterritorialization, we try our best to restructure the place and the culture through the experience. Okay, these two main movements we can see in this type of literature. Okay, now let's see some of the diasporic writer and their works. An Area of Darkness by Nepal, The Famished Road, The Bricks Lanes by Monica Ali, The House of Thousands Door by Alexander. They are very famous writer of this diasporic writing. Okay, now let's see features of diasporic literature. What are the features? It is, of course, the contrast between the center and the periphery. It is the contrast between center and periphery. It is a feeling of nostalgia, homesickness, because they feel the sense of alienation in the new society. Even though they are in the crowd of the 1,000 people, they feel lonely. They have the ambivalence notion, and always they have the fragmented personality. Fragmented in what sense they are fragmented? Because sometime partly they suppose their original homeland, partly they suppose themselves as the new migrated country. It is the theory of migrancy actually. Okay, it also create advantage of it that it creates the bond among the countries and wider understanding, culturality, culture and diversity of geography, climatic condition, and multiple culture can be studied. Of course, wherever they stay, they have the quest of identity. It is the matter of uprooting and rerouting. Uprooting, from one place they uproot it, and reroute means in another place they need to reroute. All right. Okay, that is the main the feature of this sort of literature. Another one is cyber literature. It is the literature, it is connected with the cyber culture. Cyber culture, that is connected with the development of the technology. Of course, it is strongly connected with internet and such cyber activities are the outcome of availability of the internet. All right. Okay. And what are the features of cyber literature? Then yes, everybody experience cyber literature. It's a big shift from the printing matter to the electronics matter. Big shift from the printing to electronics matter. But it is quite easy and quite fast. Immediately you can do that. You don't need to seek the publisher, you don't need to seek the distributor. You are the editor. So much thing you can so many things you can do quickly, and it has the wider scope. You can connect the world with the help of the literature. Your piece of writing can be spread all over the world using any sort of the electronics media, okay, or any social media, and it can be immediately update. You can update immediately, that you don't need to have the next edition. Okay, immediate edition, and you become the editor of your text yourself, and writer himself become the publisher. You don't need to seek any publisher, and it is of course quick interaction, and quickly you can get the response and the comment. You can get very quick response from other, and on the basis of the feedback you can get improvement. You can change it, you can learn something. You accept the constructive suggestion and the comment. Okay, thank you very much, and we shall meet in next class. Thank you, love you.